From the Mayborn School of Journalism at the University of North Texas, this is NT Daily News.
Various records have been set in Denton in the month of October. The area had a record of low temperature Monday with a low of 41 degrees. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lauren Meza.
And I'm Kennedy Miller. Denton County emergency management officials say in the past 2 months, Denton has received over 10 inches of rain, also a record. Denton Emergency Management Coordinator Michael Panula says even though there is no major flooding locally, drivers should continue to pay attention to the weather.
And our advice on motorists is turn around, don't drown. If you can't see the roadway in a flash flood event, you're not even sure if the road is still there.
Showers are to be expected for the remainder of the week. Denton County also offers an alert system where citizens can get updates on the flash flood warnings, severe thunderstorms, and tornadoes. The code red link is available on dentoncounty.com.
The heavy rain triggered major flooding that took out a bridge in central Texas Tuesday. With the Llano River hitting major historic flood stage, the heavy current swept away the FM 2900 bridge in Kingsland. Mandatory evacuations were issued in the area because of a catastrophic flooding. Officials warned everyone within a quarter mile of the river to seek higher ground immediately. Shelters are being set at a church, a local business, and a community center. Authorities warn motorists to check for road closures before heading out.
Voters will have the chance to catch a free or discounted ride to the polls November the 6th with the help of Lyft and Uber. Lyft says it noticed about 15 million people in the U.S. were registered to vote in 2016, but didn't show up to the polls due to transportation issues. The company Lyft announced it would offer free and discounted rides on Election Day, partnering up with organizations such as Vote.org and TurboVote. Uber is also taking people to the polls. It's partnering with Democracy Works and Vote Together. Both ride-sharing companies will be providing codes on their app.
Voting determines, the future of our country, and the idea that you can't vote because you can't get there is, if you can drive, I think it's kind of a bad excuse. But then there's some people who actually can't. So I think it's really good that people it will be easier for them to sort of, express their opinions and be able to vote.
Lyft and Uber hope they can make a difference in voter turnout. Early voting for the midterm starts Monday and runs through November 2nd, Election Day. To find a free or discounted ride on Uber or Lyft, check the Ride Shared app.
Lyft is already giving away free rides to some in Denton. UNT students can catch a free ride this semester. NT Daily's Alicia Sales is here to tell us if students are using this system.
UNT students are using the Lyft service. They say it has come in handy late at night. Every student gets 120 free rides per semester. Rides are offered from 2 to 7 every morning for all students with a UNT ID. The coverage area includes 3 campus areas that border parts of Hickory, Oak, and Bonnie Brae Streets. UNT officials say it's a safe and reliable way for students to get around. It can help students who are out late studying.
Yes, I'm usually coming to the Union late trying to get something to eat, when I'm studying on those long nights. So that would benefit me because the bus does stop running at 2 a.m. and sometimes those study sessions do run longer. So it is beneficial to go out and to go get something to eat, or maybe you need something real late at night at a CVS or somewhere. So I think it's very beneficial.
It also helps students who have car trouble.
Well, I just got it today, and I had to deal with it, and I tried to download the app and get it done, and it actually helped me out a lot. Whenever I was like, it was last night, whenever I needed it, and me and my girlfriend were stranded.
Trista Moxley, Senior Communications Specialist, says the project is part of its partnership with Denton County Transportation Authority. The free rides are good for each semester. To use the service, students must download the app and use the promo code UNT RIDE Fall 18. Alicia Sells, NT Daily News.
The Phi Kappa Phi House has had its letters removed. UNT suspended the fraternity until 2020 and has to be out of the house by October 31st. The house on Maple Street now has the name of the Kappa Sigma fraternity over the double doors. The fraternity says they haven't heard when they will be allowed to move into the house.
Coming up, an update on the situation between the U.S. and Saudi Arabia, and Paul Allen is remembered by the community.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Here we go. We're gonna go out there in the rain. Gonna get wet. All right, here we go. Go, okay, quick. Oh yeah, yes. So much fun. Mwah. We're getting so wet.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What are you gonna do? Graduate and take some office job? Be like everybody else?
Or will you dare do something different?
Like, be a teacher. You could be my teacher. You got the skills.
The smarts?
Yes, you. You could be the teacher I never forget.
That'd be cool.
Does that corporate job even have recess? What are you gonna make of yourself?
What are you gonna make of me?
See on page 4 that the projections need to be tornado next Thursday.
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, babe.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Saudi officials are reportedly preparing a statement on the death of Jamal Khashoggi. Sources say the report will allege the Washington Post journalist died during a botched interrogation. John Lorick reports.
2 weeks ago, Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi walked into his consulate in Istanbul. The frequent critic of the Saudi government reportedly died sometime after entering the building. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is expecting information on Khashoggi's death while in the region.
He may go to Turkey, he may not. He may meet with all of them together, but we want to find out what happened. And he's got instructions to find out what happened.
His family issued a statement calling for an independent and impartial international commission to inquire into the circumstances of his death.
And we're working very close with Saudi Arabia and with Turkey, and they're working together to figure out what happened.
Ultimately, the question will be, who ordered it? And is their accountability serious, or is it a cover-up? That's what the world will want to know.
Some critics of the president say they're concerned about links between the White House and Saudi Arabia.
I have
little doubt that the United States, at least the Trump administration, would do everything they can to protect the Saudis.
Turkish investigators spent about 9 hours searching the Saudi consulate, leaving early Tuesday morning local time. As the search for answers continues, numerous top business executives have pulled out of an upcoming investment conference in Saudi Arabia. I'm John Lawrence reporting.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin is among those scheduled to go to the Saudi conference, nicknamed Davos in the Desert. President Trump says a final decision on whether Mnuchin will skip the event will come Friday.
Some in Seattle are honoring Microsoft co-founder and philanthropist Paul Allen, who died. Besides his accomplishments in tech, Allen had enormous influence in shaping the city of Seattle. He even helped turn one downtrodden neighborhood into a nerve center for technology and innovation. John Morano reports.
A bouquet rests at the base of the Allen Institute, the neighborhood that's been remade seemingly in record time.
There's been a big part of Seattle turning into sort of a tech hub, from sort of an industrial hub to a technological hub.
South Lake Union is now home to high-rise offices and luxury apartments, in large part because of Paul Allen's real estate company, Vulcan.
I appreciate its becoming like a more dense neighborhood.
Allen wanted to create an urban park called the Seattle Commons, but it was a no-go with voters. Instead, the billionaire helped shape one of the biggest corporate campuses in the nation.
To be part of that, and be patient, to see all those things happen over a period of time and do something good for the city, that's great.
80% of Vulcan's projects are in South Lake Union, and the city will never be the same.
Joel Morano reporting. Allen announced just 2 weeks ago that he was being treated for cancer that had returned after about in 2009. Paul Allen was 65 years old when he had died. Coming up, does football success increase student enrollment? We'll find out when we come back.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
So we were walking to school. I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't
I
have
really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have
at
another
school
bad day at
today.
school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
UNT Sport is off to a great start this year. One of the most impressive athletes is Maria Kononova. The UNT women's tennis star is now just one win away from setting the singles record wins in school history. She is currently at 66 wins, entering ITA Texas Regional on Thursday. The last time the record was set was in 1985.
It has been a long time since UNT was believed to be a sports school. But I found out football is now another reason that the university has become attractive to prospective students. Last month, a statue of the famous UNT alumni Mean Joe Green was unveiled in front of Apogee Stadium before the game against Louisiana Tech. Green is widely regarded as the best athlete in university history. This was also the first home game after UNT knocked off the Arkansas Razorbacks in a wild upset that included a trick play that made national headlines. This game set the attendance record with over 30,000 people attending, a record that has already been broken twice in one season. Not just because of Green's statue, but because the Mean Green keep winning in college football. This comes just 3 years after Seth Littrell was hired, following the team only winning just one game the year before. The success that a school has athletically can lead to a jump in enrollment known as the Flutie effect. The phrase was coined after former Boston College and NFL quarterback Doug Flutie beat the University of Miami in 1984 in one of the greatest college football games of all time. This led Boston College applications to increase by 30% over the next 2 years. UNT officials hope the same thing happens here.
That was a big conversation starter. Even if students were not necessarily interested in coming to UNT because they wanted to play sports, they saw it on TV. And they're like, oh, you're the school with the trick play. And then they wanted to have, can you tell me about this major or that major? And then they wanted to hold a conversation about it.
It's no coincidence that enrollment has increased while the football team will be going to its third straight bowl game this year. Matthew Bruni writes for 24/7 Sports and covers UNT football. He believes the success of UNT's winning seasons increases school spirit.
That time before I came here, I had kind of known about UNT, but then they hired Seth Littrell. Then it kind of just perked things up around here because, I mean, coming off that 1-11 season, it was like nobody really wants to be a witness of a bad football team or a bad athletics department.
UNT is investing in all of its athletic programs. It recently surrounded a complex with baseball, track, and soccer fields. UNT football has already secured a bowl game appearance this year and are looking forward to capturing a Conference USA championship.
Wait no longer. UNT basketball season is right around the corner, and they want fans to get excited. Savannah Humeler is live at the Super Pit.
Thank you, Lauren. The wait for basketball fans is finally over right here at the Super Pit. Both men's and women's teams will host Mean Green Madness this Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Super Pit. There will be a dunk contest, a three-point shootout, and team scrimmages to get fans pumped for the season, not to mention free giveaways and food. Last year, the men's team went 20-18 overall and won the College Basketball Invitational, and the women finished 17-14. This year, both teams are looking to win a Conference USA title.
Trying to get my body right, trying to get stronger, trying to get faster, trying to fall into my role on this team, and trying to just succeed CBS championship for last year. I might not be the most spectacular. I know how to finish. I could dunk. Just look, when the alley goes up, I'm going to finish it for y'all.
So the scoring is good, but the ultimate goal is to win the title and go to the NCAA tournament.
The season home opener for the men's team is November 6th, and for the women's, November 3rd. I'm Savannah Humeler from the Super Pit. Back to you in the studio.
Find out how alcohol can be delivered to your doorstep and see what Denton County Sheriffs are doing for women.
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it?
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got? Or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, baby.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
I surrender.
All right, pal. Get ready for the day, buddy.
Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
Do we have a gun?
If you need beer or wine but don't want to leave your home, Denton Alcohol Delivery can make that happen. Here's what I was able to find out about a new local business. Templeton recently started Denton Alcohol Delivery, or DAD, a service that delivers alcohol directly to people's own homes. If you are 21 years or older and within Denton city limits, you can get yourself a 6-pack of beer or a bottle of wine in as fast as 20 minutes.
I'd like to be as associated with beer and wine and alcohol as Pizza Hut is with pizza.
For alcohol orders that can be carried with 2 hands, the general delivery fee is $5. That fee rises to $7 for orders that can require more than 2 hands. DAD customers have ranged from 21-year-old college students to parents who didn't want to leave the house with their kids.
I was having a real dreadful Monday at work, and when I had gotten home, there was a surprise at my doorstep. I really never knew how much I would appreciate something like that.
Templeton says delivering alcohol could also prevent buzzed or drunk drivers from getting behind the wheel.
Yeah, I don't know what percentage of drunk drivers or buzz drivers are going to get more alcohol, but I know that those people exist. People who have had a couple drinks and then they run out, or they're at a party and they run out of alcohol. So we can help that.
For more information, you can visit www.940calldad.com. The company can currently only deliver wine and beer, but it hopes to be able to deliver liquor in the future. Please remember to drink responsibly. The Denton County Sheriff's Office will host a women's self-defense class at the Denton Bible Church this Saturday. It will include classroom discussions and hands-on instruction. The course is free and it runs from 10 to 2.
The UNT Sustainability Committee has extended its grant for the We Mean Green initiative on campus for 2 more years. The money for this grant comes from a $5 fee that students are charged with each semester. The group works on projects like funding wind power to Apogee, a community garden behind Legends Hall, and various recycling and garbage cans around campus that compact waste using solar energy. Student Sustainability Assistant Caitlin Griffin says that students are driving each of the products. With the continuation of the grant, they hope to tackle issues other than renewable resources.
I know big issues that need to be tackled on campus include waste. So hopefully a student comes up with an idea that is feasible and implementable that can be kind of directed towards that issue.
To submit a project idea or join the We Mean Green Committee, go online to www.studentaffairs.unt.edu. That's our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you next time for NT Daily News.